to Victorious Living with Pastor Anu. Get your paper and pen. Let's learn today. If you're in your car, driving and listening, be safe. You can watch and listen to the program on KKVV, Facebook, and YouTube anytime. Like, comment, and share the program. Let's make this world a better place to live. And let's start with your life. You are important. That is why you need to live victorious.
Yes, my friend, you are important. That is why you need to live victorious. You know, God has designed you with all the ability that you should succeed. Today, I have an amazing guest who's going to give us practical tips, practical help how we can fix our life. Remember me, to have a victorious life, you must have a fit body because if we are not healthy, my friend, that health issue will always come in between to hinder us from success, right? So I
Right.
welcome you to our show, and can you quickly
Thank you.
introduce yourself before we talk about your life?
Well, my name is Carla Ponce. Um, I'm Mexican. I came from Mazatlan, Mexico, like 24 years ago, almost. And right now, I'm a group fitness instructor.
Wonderful, because I'm your student.
Yeah.
I know how good you are, and you help us to go through the things along with the instruction, like how it affects the body. You really give good instruction, which I like the most, and
Oh,
you dance very well.
Thank you.
And so
I like to make it fun.
I know we feel like the class is amazing. We look forward to
Oh,
it.
thank you. Means a lot. I
Yes.
appreciate
So
it.
when I spoke to you at the end of the class, you spoke about you were always not fit like this. So take us
Never.
back to your
Never.
past. Take us back to your past where you couldn't get up from the bed.
Okay, so it was 10 years ago when I was working. My family, my genes, it runs with like bigger people. So I always been on the over obese side, you know. It bothered me a little, but not too much. I was strong. One day at work, I bent over, weird, pick up something heavy, and feel this on my lower back. I finished the shift with pain when I went home. Then I couldn't move when I cooled down, and after that, I couldn't get up from the bed. I couldn't even stand up without anybody help me physically keep my weight up. So we went to the doctor and all this stuff, and it turns out my back just gave out. I've been dealing with herniated disc that I have no idea. When I finally went because of that, they told me I was stage 3, meaning there's nothing to do to reverse it no more. It was bone to bone, and I have arthritis on the bone.
Oh my God.
So I spent a whole month in bed without being able to move. You know, I needed help even for bathroom, everything. I couldn't hold my body weight on my feet.
Yeah.
So the doctor told me the only thing we can do for you is surgery. That's the only thing that's gonna make you go back to walk. And I went like, I'm in trouble because I have no insurance, and I don't have money saving for such a big surgery. So I went like, is there anything else, at least for the pain management, something into, you know, there have to be something else for people like me. And he say, we can try physical therapy to decompress your back, to at least for the moment help you with the pain. But he say the only thing that might help you some if you lose some weight, because the heavier you are, the more pressure you put in on your spine, and the herniated disc is basically more than touching the nerve
Yes.
that didn't make me.
I personally feel that being overweight causes a lot of issues, diabetes and hypertension, and so many related issues that comes only when we have overweight, because our body is not designed for more
Exactly.
weight than we should carry. Tell us then how your journey started towards fitness.
So since he told me that's all I couldn't do, this is funny because even though I was on my late 30s, like I was like 37, I believe, never in my life I play a sport or never doing any kind of exercise. I don't know if it's my culture back in Mexico, but women's don't go to the gym back there. Now it's different, you know. But so I didn't know how to exercise. I actually only have one gym membership, because I heard one day Latin music. It's like you can tell I love to dance. I'm like, I can do something. What is it called? And it's what everybody know as Zumba. I'm like, well, okay. But I never went to the gym. I just got it because of that. I'm like, maybe I can do that. So when this happened, and the doctor told me the only thing to help you, maybe with the pain or whatever, is take some pressure, lose some weight. And I was like, okay, I have no idea, nothing about nutrition. And all your old thoughts, it's like, eat less, go to the gym, and you lose the weight. Or sometimes you didn't even think about the food. It's like, go to the gym and you will lose weight, So when I was like, okay. So after a month of therapy and everything, I could finally, at least with support, walk around. So little by little. And when I finally was able to limp, I went to the gym thinking like, God, help me, because I don't know what to do. Now I have no job. I can afford a personal trainer, and I know nothing about nutrition or how to lose this weight. All I know is I have a membership still. What can I do? Let me try to do my best at Zumba. I remember I couldn't finish not even a quarter of a class. That bad the pain was, but I was determined. And I know I was determined, like you asked me before, that I think that was my bottom rock. Like I knew there was a transformation about to happen.
Right.
Because I remember the first day, I have no idea what can I do in the gym. I took selfies on myself on the mirror. I took pictures on the mirror from the front, from the side. Like I knew I was gonna lose the weight. I was determined because that was the only solution I got.
First point, determination. When she hit the rock bottom, she decided.
Of course, rock bottom was like, you're not gonna be able to walk.
Yes.
And I knew I have to, like
Yes.
I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in bed. It's like,
Yes,
and
yes.
the pain was very bad.
Right.
So I start with Zumba, like I said, quarter of class at a time, soaking wet, but that's what I can do. Keep going once a week, then a quarter of a class become half a class.
That is why I see you so compassionate when you train us. Yes.
You have no idea, yeah. And then when I finished, was able to do a whole class. I feel like I ran a whole marathon, It was like a big thing, I was still having trouble walking and everything, but I did notice moving around a little more. It helped me just a little. And that's where my prayers got answered. I met with a fellow, back then he was a group fitness instructor that teaches the classes after Zumba. I always notice everybody after Zumba get benches and equipments and bars and all this stuff. And everything started as like, just being nosy, what kind of class is that, But my thing is, I asked either the perfect person to us, like God put her right there. It was the instructor. And she said, come here, let me show you. And she got me into the room. And that's how our relationship started, of course. I have no idea what a bar is, how to set up a bar, how to do a squat. I was a mess, my friend. So that class is called Body Pump. But I went and tried it, after the warm-up. I was like, this is it. This is not for me. I can't do this. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make my back worse, because it's a barbell class. And it's one of my favorite classes to teach besides the one you go to, Forever Fit. That's my very favorite one. And I'll tell you in a second why. So, a long story short, I was ready to go. I was in the back as usual. To this point, I'm a back of the row girl. I was about to try to put my bar back, and without her seeing me,
sneak out.
walk out the door. And then I guess we did squats, and I went like, this is not for me. And she said, yay, big round of applause for you. She said, you made it to one of the toughest one. You have what it takes to finish the class. And I was like, oh my God. Back to my spot. And
So you feel that you need somebody to encourage you.
always to this point.
Yes.
And they say, and it's true what they say, every trainer needs a trainer.
Actually, let me tell the audience today that when I was talking to you and I heard your story, I really felt that everybody need to know this because, not overnight we become successful in anything, right? And fitness is a journey, and if we do not take care of this temple, this body that is temple of the Lord where God can dwell, we cannot do a lot of things. That's the reason I invited you, and thank you for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. My
Tell-
pleasure. My
Tell
pleasure.
us more. What happened then?
Well, then that's how I met the instructor. You know, I thought I was not ever gonna come back to the class. I wasn't ready for that. You know, I was just starting to move more, finish a full class of Zumba. Then she told me that she teaches another formats. You know, and it's funny, the 3 formats that she used to teach. She invited me to all of them, and of course, she said, and I said I can afford no more memberships. By that time, she working for 3 different gyms.
Right.
Okay, and I was like, this is all I have, this kind of gym.
Hmm.
And she said, no worries, I'll get you a guest pass. I'm like, okay.
So you just went after.
Yeah, that's the least I can do. That's because I want, like, if somebody offered me something I can afford, of course I'm gonna take it, even if I die trying. You know, I gotta show them I care enough. You know, and so yeah, then she took me to the class that I'm teaching now, the one you go with me on Thursdays tomorrow. It's called Forever Fit. Actually, the class I went that she teaches, it was even lower than what I teach now. It was called, or they're called Silver Sneakers.
Okay.
Okay, it's a class well known to be a lower impact class, and a lot of older people or people with injuries to it.
Right. Right.
Similar than what I teach, you know, a lot of people with injuries too. Man, walking in that room, the room was packed of people. Let me tell you the age average, 70, 80s, and 90s. Here come this 37-year-old girls like, oh, yes, I think I'm gonna like this kind of class. And then I see chairs and equipment. It was embarrassing for myself to
You were the
see.
youngest.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. Here comes the young, and they love when young people walk in. To this point, I love it too, because my older people, they are way stronger or way better form than my students, you know, and they think like, what is this? A room of old people? Like, just wait for my people to show.
So there is no age to start.
Oh no,
She started late, and she even went to a class with a lot of old people.
older than me
So
too.
everybody who's hearing today, I request you, if you can just make exercise part of your life, if you can just have a little bit of discipline. We're going to end the show in some time, but what are few advice that you want to give to people?
Advice. Yeah, like you say, take care of your body. You know, it's never late. You know, it took me 2 years to lose my weight. You know, 2 years of hard work and a lot of whatever. Then pandemic hit, and gyms were closed. And like you were asking me, you feel you need help to this point. It's part for me too. Even though I do this to try to give the same thing what I receive, you know, exercise, group fitness classes, lower impact classes, changed my life completely. Somebody have to start somewhere.
Somewhere. Do you diet as well for the weight loss?
Of course, that's number one. Actually, it's more nutrition in the kitchen. It's more, and then you make it faster with exercise.
I'm sure
You get strong.
I'm sure that a lot of people today got a lot of lessons from your life, that there is not a time to start. You can start anytime. If you're overweight and you're struggling, this is the warning time that you must start losing weight. And remember that the body that God has given to you, it's a beautiful machine, and you have to take care of it so that God can work in it and through it.
Don't stop trying, because sometimes you're gonna have up and down, like I was saying about COVID. You know,
Right.
I gained a lot of my weight. I ended up losing 90 pounds in 2 years.
Yes. And how much you were when you started?
250.
250
So
pounds.
my goal was to go to 150. I couldn't make it there. I stopped at 160 because I was looking not that good. I didn't like the look, and I is the most I can do, 90 pounds. But it took me 2 years.
Right.
And then I get a lot of that by stop exercising and not watching my nutrition. But I'm back, and I'm
Yes.
as you can tell, a lot of people
Yeah.
start noticing I'm start to change.
Yes,
So
yeah, and
it's a process.
and
Life
she-
is a process.
life is a process, and she enjoys what she does now.
Next month, it's gonna be a year. I got in a very bad car accident.
Oh, really?
Yep, and I become that too, thanks to fitness. Even
Mm.
the doctors say, if you were not that,
Fit.
strong, fit, or exercise as much, it would have taken you longer to go back. Took me a few months, but yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. This,
Oh, you're
this is
welcome.
known as Victorious Living. So I believe that what she has imparted to us, we're going to learn from it and run with it. Until I see you again, God bless you.
Sorry.
Thank you for tuning in. We hope you liked the program
That's
today.
fine. Will you be able to
can
edit
connect
the
with
sorry?
us on our Instagram and Facebook at PSANURADHA or log on to our website at coachanuradha.co.in. You can also call us at 360-599-5219.